It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, at 5th place in the Western Conference, maybe they haven't taken the leap forward they had hoped to this season, but they haven't taken a big step backward either. We'll get to see Chris Paul in action in this one, always a treat. And beyond his ability to put up numbers is his ability to lead, Kenny.
You know what? He's kind of like an old school throwback kind of player, Chris Paul. So can I describe him like an old school announcer?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, he's very intelligent there, Ernie. He's a skipper up there with the basketball. He's just able to get his teammates really to basketball. I love that. Skippity-doo.
That was some old school Kenny doing an old reporter thing.
Ernie, you know I'm a businessman.
Are you not going to try to top that?
No, I just want to tell people about my new website that I just started.
What's it called?
It's called that'stheworstiveverheard.com, featuring Kenny trying to talk like an old school announcer.
He's a real skipper.
No, but Ernie, we throw around the term coach on the floor a lot, but Paul, he embodies that idea, especially today.
Hey, could you use your old school style and throw it to Kevin Harlan?
Kevin Harlan, this is going to be one dandy of a game. See you later, 2K Sports crew. See you later.
A great view of our broadcast location today. Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Cavaliers. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Los Angeles Clippers come in for this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the win tonight, certainly.
And right now for the Cavaliers, what a lackluster start to the season it's been for them. Where are the championship contenders that we've grown accustomed to seeing?
I don't know, but they haven't shown up yet. They haven't played with anywhere near the kind of fire they showed last season.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Guys, Doc Rivers has the dual role of coach and GM with the Clippers. But if you ask him, it's much the same as his role before. He said there really is no actual difference in the two roles, except when you do disagree. The only difference now is if I really disagree, I get my way. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And it's probably easier to straddle those roles when the mandate is win now. That's the coach's mentality anyway. Hey, Steve, tonight we have two teams that can absolutely scorch the net from outside. Great three-point shooters all around. High-scoring affair expected. What do you think?
I think you're totally right, Kevin. Both these teams being able to shoot the three ball, I think the points will light up on the scoreboard.
So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the five for the Clippers. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. The forwards are Ha'amute and Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
He does a nice job of being very, very physical on the offensive glass. Nice job by Blake, catching it and putting it back.
Now here's Irving. James outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
He is very frustrating to guard because he makes plays that will drive you crazy.
The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Even though those guys come off the pine, they are still expected to produce, and they often do a phenomenal job at stepping up.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Paul. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You have to respect Chris Paul's ability to bury shots inside. He is so tricky with how he finds angles and ways to get shots over the defense.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
Here's Griffin, following the basket by Kevin Love. James outside. Inside. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by James.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Paul kicks to Redick. He dishes it to Jordan. Paul outside. Jordan the screen. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jordan the screen. And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target from outside.
No defensive pressure. That's a three-point attempt. He loved to have that. Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range. He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Irving. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Now hitting 80% coming out of the gate. Love the start for this offense.
And Redick kicks to Paul. Jordan the screen. Here's Redick. Second chance shot. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket.
And DeAndre showing off yet again why he's one of the best rebounders in the league. If you don't box him out, he'll destroy you.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that one's good. Love.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Ball against Love. Here's Griffin. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And Smitty, as great as Griffin has been, he has had run-ins with off-the-court issues, too. He had to miss, in fact, a large portion of the season after a scuffle with a member of his own Clipper training staff.
Well, that incident was a big reason why the Clippers weren't able to challenge for a better seed in the West. Blake needs to clean up his act and just make sure he stays on the court. When he's on the court, the Clippers are fantastic, and so is he.
Here is Mbamute. Great D that time from James.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
Mbamute, the pass to Paul. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
CP3 is a smaller player, but he likes taking contact. Beautiful. And one. When you see Chris Paul, you start to talk about a guy that's a throwback point guard, can score the basketball, but also can average double figures in assists. Career averages of 19 and 10.
And for Paul, with his numbers, he is a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. And, Steve, you have to wonder where he will land on the point guard list when it's all said and done.
You know, I think he'll be right there, maybe in the top 5, top 7 of all time. His defense sets him apart from a lot of these point guards. A great playmaker. But one thing you love about him is now he's adding that he can score the basketball. He does a little bit of everything. He'll be one of the best, maybe not the best of all time.
Here is Paul. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Redick for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's what he's looking for. After 3 straight misses, finally finds the mark.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it.
Blake is so hard to guard off the dribble, and he has the elevation to go over you, but he is strong enough to absorb contact and get to the line. Blake Griffin, a terrific player, but the first thing you think about with Blake Griffin is flying high and dunking the basketball, a highlight reel.
A free throw drops for Griffin. Griffin hits them both.
Blake Griffin, the former Oklahoma Sooner, has done a nice job in this league. We understood his athleticism coming out of college, but he's added so much to his game.
Irving dishes to LeBron. They set the pick. It's up a three. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Now, Steve, as you said, there are other great dunkers in the league, but for in-game dunks, Blake Griffin is just one of the best. He's on that short list of feared players.
Yes, he has the body and size to take the bump, and you know he can go over people, but a lot of times he likes to go through you. He sheds off contact and still gets several feet above the rim.
And that one drops for him. Griffin's got 11.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Fader on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
And Bahamute the pass to Paul. Picked by Griffin. Paul kicks to Redick. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it fly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. On the wing, Irving. To halt the run. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
Passes it to Griffin. Jordan sets the pick for Griffin. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
J.R. Smith, an all-out gunner. Never saw a shot he didn't like, but you know what? It works for him.
That's good from Blake Griffin. And you look at the numbers, Steve. J.R. Smith shoots just as well on contested triples, which is interesting, as he does on wide open ones.
He said he actually prefers contested shots. We're talking about a guy that's confident making tough shots. Sometimes when he's wide open, I think he's just bored taking those.
Both shots good from the strike.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Their offense came fairly easy to them out there. The D wasn't rushing them to do anything, and because of that, they made a lot of smart, calculated decisions that turned into easy points.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here is Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. James against him, Bahamute. LeBron kicks to Williams. 5 to shoot. Thompson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Redick is in the corner. Back to Paul. pick by Griffin. Out left to the wing. The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Got a piece of it. Paul dishes to Mba Amute. And again, no good by the Clippers. LeBron James on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. James has got his second bucket.
At a time when everyone's obsessed with threes and dunks, LeBron's showing off a strong in-between game.
Pass to Griffin. Picked by Griffin. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And that is why DeAndre is such a high percentage shooter. Wow.
Here's James. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee.
He really made a concerted effort to help in the rebounding department. He made his presence felt on the boards.
Now here's James, and Thompson throws it down.
He's not the biggest guy, but he makes up for it and then some with this insane vertical leap.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Paul with the ball. Williams picks him up. Back to Paul. Griffin against Love. Baseline try. That shot by Griffin, no good. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. That's a 2 from Smith. They get it back. Thompson got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Steve, you were such a terrific three-point shooter in your day back in that 2001-2002 season. You led the league, in fact, in three-point percentage. You and I were having a conversation about great three-point shooters a little while ago. Did you ever think that shot would make the mark in the league that it has now made with the Currys and the Klay Thompsons and the way they're firing from distance?
You know what, Kevin, I shot it well that year. Tim Duncan, give him a lot of credit, and David Robinson. They drew a lot of double teams. But they're not shooting the three ball right now. I shot right around that line. These guys are shooting so far out, still with a high percentage and with a lot of volume. It's unbelievable what these guys are doing now with the three ball.
Would you play differently now with the league the way it is now than you did when you played the game?
Yeah, I'd be a stretch 4.
Yeah,
I mean, you start to look at it, probably wouldn't be playing the point guard position, probably be a stretch 4.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Williams, and the jam by Derek Williams.
Good look by Shumpert, right on the money.
Clippers leading by 5. Crawford passes to Felton. He kicks to Spates. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Spates sets a screen. Rivers in the corner. Crawford outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Rivers. He can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. One-on-one fast break. And there's the foul. It's on Brandon Bass. That's his first foul. Los Angeles on D. Williams kicks the front. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Felton dishes to Rivers. Spates kicks to Bass. Back to Felton. Kicks it out to Crawford. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Crawford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Williams kicks to Williams. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Crawford kicks to Bass. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And he knocks down the first one. And at times with these Cavaliers, Smitty, there have been some chemistry concerns, but while it hasn't boiled over, you do sense some friction from time to time.
Yeah, I think last season, you looked at the beginning of the season, they had some chemistry problems, but they got it together. Winning usually cures everything.
And Kyle Korver in 2015 winning the Sportsmanship Award, and more importantly, his first All-Star appearance at the age of 33.
Yeah, pretty rare to see that, but credit his dedication. He continues to work on his game, work on his body, and he gets better and better. Not content to be a shooting specialist, he wants to have a complete game.
Here is Williams, following the basket by Raymond Felton. Williams passes to Fry, shoots the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The Clippers in the lead. Crawford with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. Shot from 12, and it's good off the glass. Crawford's got 5 points so far.
When it comes to contested jump shots, Jamal Crawford is simply one of the best at sinking them.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Clippers lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew from head coach Doc Rivers.
Doc told me, you know, you should be Defensive Player of the Year, not just for one time, but for multiple years. And I could tell that he wasn't trying to hype me up or just telling me that because I was his player. He really meant it. Once you have that confidence from somebody like that, you can only play well.
A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the Defensive Player of the Year this past season. And the fact that he didn't win it, it looks like it'll keep him motivated.
And you gotta love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre, and how Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. I mean, I have to believe we're going to see that confidence proven to be right.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
They've been super aggressive on that end, and they've been rewarded for it so far. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain this for the rest of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Crawford out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Rivers. Then there's Felton. And it's Spates in at the center.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Chris Paul is such a student of the game. He really is a coach on the floor, but he can be hard on his teammates. Austin Rivers said he's the one that's going to put you in your place. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to yell at you. All the good point guards have to be the bad guy sometime. He's a leader, man. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He certainly backs it up on the floor. LeBron, he's checked in for Shumpert. Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. Goes back up. Williams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Cleveland.
And they are going where the going is good for them right now. The painted area, high percentage, and high volume shots.
For Cleveland, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And it's tied up with that one. And with the Clippers having perhaps their best team ever these last few seasons, is it just bad luck, Steve, that they haven't been able to move on and do more with their season?
Yes, there's some truth to that. When you start talking about a team with all this talent, it just really comes down to this team competes. They have stars. It just comes down for them, some unlucky breaks for them, especially on the injury side.
And here at the midway point of the season, the infamous rookie wall can become an issue for the younger players in the game. Was that an issue for you?
I was hard-headed, Kevin. I said, rookie wall, I'll be fine. Around middle of January, ooh, did I hit it.
Did you really?
You feel it.
What are the effects? What are the things, the warning signs?
It feels like you're walking in quicksand. You know, you're jumping, your timing, everything is gone.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Paul kicks to Griffin. To the paint and stolen by Fry. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Williams. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Spates sets a screen. Paul kicks to Spates. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. From about 19 feet, they get the rebound. Shot's good by Williams.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Paul dishes to Rivers. Spates the pass to Paul. This one for 3. And Baamute can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from Fry.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Spates kicks to Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
He's scoring down low, he's shooting from the perimeter, and we know he's dunking a lot of them. Griffin is doing it all.
For Cleveland, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Fry, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Clippers trail. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Paul. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Now here's James. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
Spates with a screen on Korver. Rivers dishes to Spates. Griffin passes to Spates. Over in the corner, Baamute. 4 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win it.
And the first one at the line is good. And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for Williams. And Smith subbed in for Kyle Korver. Now here is Smith. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change Dishes to Irving. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Smith kicks to Thompson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Jordan. Kicks it to Redick. Clippers moving the ball around. Griffin dishes to Mba Amuta. And the rejection by LeBron. 4-on-3 break. Here's Thompson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Paul outside. The feed now to Mba Amuta. And the dunk by Jordan.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks. Exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Now Irving. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
The defense totally blew it. They left him way too wide open, and he dropped that one with ease.
And here's Redick following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Redick passes to Paul. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The concentration and the body control CP3 possesses is just astonishing.
And for all the leadership and his mental toughness, Chris Paul has said that he won't be a coach when it's all said and done for him as a player. Steve, a bit surprising as you think he'd be a fantastic coach.
Yeah, I think so. I think one of those guys that, right now he said he doesn't want to be a coach. Coaching isn't for everybody. But at the end, I think Chris Paul still might look at that coaching.
Now here's James. He's got 6.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Steve, when you think of the classic point of attack for most big men, it's on the low block. But nowadays, a lot of bigs look to attack from the elbow. They've moved out their game, and in your estimation, which big men are the deadliest in that high post position?
LaMarcus Aldridge. He posts up sometimes, Kevin, but more effective at the elbow. Dirk Nowitzki always. Blake Griffin is starting to step out. So you have a lot of guys that play from that high post. Pau Gasol is another name that comes to mind.
You see the process when they get in the league, comfortable they are, down low, you get that. But when they move it out, you can tell they're working on their game, growing in confidence with their game, and they're getting some pretty good coaching to boot.
And you start to look at bigs kind of like small forwards. That's the type of skills they're possessing, and they're sometimes 6'11", 7 feet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Doc Rivers is one of the best in the business. His strength as a coach is first, he has a great job relating with the players. X's and O's, he is superb. And I think for him is he does a good job of being able to call plays on the fly.
Here's Redick. He had 22 points in the win against Brooklyn.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Now here's Paul. 8-point game. The adjustments of Doc Rivers, Smitty, you talked about, are what stand out to me. He'll switch who initiates the offense if he feels there is a mismatch to be taken advantage of in a heartbeat.
I think he has a great feel for the game, and he can see plays develop and also on the fly change up the offense, change up the defense, and at the timeouts, he's one of the best in the business.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Williams, he's checked in for Irving.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Yo, watch it!
And here is Paul. 8 points for him. Picked by Griffin. Left side, Redick. Beyond the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now Griffin, following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. And the pass to Thompson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Griffin. 17 points in the game. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Brandon Bass is checked in for Los Angeles. Crawford comes in for Mbamute. Yep, that one goes. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has been right on the money tonight. If it weren't for that, they'd be much further behind right now.
It's a pick by Love. And Williams, here we go. And it's Love missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one. He just looks uncomfortable offensively, really over the course of the whole game, and is killing his team.
Ball against Williams. Lock at 6. Feeds it to Shumpert. Baseline jumper. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Reddick. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Love. He picked up 15 points in their last one against Milwaukee.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The dish to Bass. Jordan the screen, and Bass kicks to Reddick. Releases from 15. Offensive rebound. Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Williams after the Clippers pick up 2. Lets it go from deep. But he gets it back. Shumpert dishes to Thompson. Looking for Shumpert. He gets it there. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Shumpert's got his first points in this one. Los Angeles calls timeout.
I just love the combination of J.R. Smith and Shumpert. Offense, defense. Both can score a little bit. Both get out and sit out on the defensive end. Just a fantastic combination.
And if you could combine the strengths of J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert, Steve, you'd have one heck of a player.
Yeah, you have a player that's athletic and shoot the 3, drive the basketball. The two play off each other well. Either way, they're both very good NBA players.
And the Clippers making a change here. Felton's checked in. Jordan the screen. Here's Reddick off the pick. Second shot opportunity. Thompson with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Love. 16 feet away. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. Smith the pass to Williams. And the shot falls short this time.
Worked it inside. Normally an easy basket for him, but just a little out of rhythm on the release.
They get the rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Smitty, great to have you in the booth here, a former NBA All-Star, NBA champion. Dreams certainly do come true. Was working in the announcing booth one of your dreams, you think, growing up? Did that ever enter your mind?
You know what,
Just
Kevin,
be honest about this now.
I'm going to be very honest.
All right.
Not at all. Obviously, to be an NBA basketball player. Then after that, I thought maybe a GM role, coaching. But I'm loving this right now, being right here with you, my friend.
We love to have you as well. He doesn't get the second one.
Coach Tyronn Lue played 11 years in the NBA, played for numerous teams, played for some unbelievable coaches. Phil Jackson, to name one, played with some greats. Michael Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Dirk Nowitzki, and the list goes on and on. He's seen it all.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Crawford up top, covered by Smith. Crawford kicks to Felton. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Crawford missing again. And Lue coached under Doc Rivers in Boston and in Los Angeles, and back in 2014 became the highest-paid assistant coach in NBA history.
He was a runner-up at the time for the head coaching position. Instead, he became the associate head coach in charge of the team's defense. When the team decided to make a change, the line of succession was clear.
So the wing on the left. 3-on-3. Williams for three. No good there. Felton with some nice D. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Bass. And finished off by Bass.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the middle. It's stolen by Bass. Felton with the ball. Outside Jordan. He feeds it to Crawford. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
That'll do it for the first half. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 13. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively in that first half?
Well, they got to a good start, but then I thought we settled in and started playing a little bit more defense.
Got locked in as the game went on. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Tristan Thompson was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Guys, so far, we're seeing a tremendous game from Tristan Thompson so far.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
He's played like a man possessed right now, and his team is thriving as a result.
Here's Irving. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. Paul kicks to Jordan. Outside, Redick. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Back to Redick. Fires at the elbow. It's stolen by Smith. James outside. Love with the screen on Mbamute. Love right side. Plenty of space. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Paul outside. He dishes it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I'm not surprised to see Blake rise up above the defenders and dunk that one.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7. Love outside. Misses off the left iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Now, here's Paul. He's got 10. Lock at 6. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Griffin.
Blake Griffin showing us the 3-ball.
Outside Irving. 3-pointer. Good work defensively by Paul. So it's the Clippers now. Griffin.
When he's coming with a head of steam towards the rim like that, you just have to get out of the way.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now, here is Irving. Love right side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and it's blocked by Jordan. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Irving. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. And that's now 21 points for Tristan Thompson. Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Channing Frye's checked in.
Yes. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And so it's Cleveland with it after the Clippers pick up 2. Irving from long range. That shot off. Some solid D from Paul. Clippers trail by 10.
Whether they win a title or not or go deep in the playoffs, this has certainly been a fantastic era for the Clippers. Always competitive, the most sustained success they've ever had.
Griffin dishes to Jordan. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Off the screen. The kick out to LeBron. Goes back up. That shot is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Jordan sets the pick for Rivers. Paul passes to Jordan and stolen by Fry. To the paint. Here's the floater. Here's Irving. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Irving's got 9.
The mid-range game, Kyrie can score on every level.
Al Paul, 10 points for him. Over to the wing. Here's Rivers. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Fry, that's for 2. And it's blocked by Jordan. Outside Griffin. Paul for 3. Rebounded by Korver. And has the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek Williams, he checked in for Cleveland. Cleveland leading by 10. Kicks it out to James. And another miss by Cleveland.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Griffin inside. He's guarded by Williams. 7-foot shot. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
Spates checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Here's Williams. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 16.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Paul outside. Pass to Spates. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. And the fans all love Maurice Spates. He added a 3-pointer, you know, Steve, to his game over the past few years. He is now one of the better stretch 4s because of it.
And that's hard work. People call him Mo Buckets. Maurice Spates loves taking the 3. He lights up, and you know what? His teammates, you can tell when he's taking that shot, they're looking for it to go in.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one falls for Spates. Los Angeles making a switch here. Felton's checked in. And both free throws good for Spates. So many great players have played for the Clippers, but right now we could be watching 2 of the all-time best with Paul and Griffin definitely on the short list for the title of all-time greatest Clipper players.
I totally agree with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. Those 2 definitely can claim as one of the best Clippers to ever play the game. But you also have to count back to when the Clippers were the Buffalo Braves. You could throw a name like Bob McAdoo in there.
Felton kicks to Griffin. For the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Shumpert is checked in for James. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Mbahumute. Cleveland leading by 12. Williams a screen. Irving for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Korver, no luck. Clippers trail by 10. Felton kicks to Crawford. And the lead is down inside single digits. Crawford's got 7. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Korver. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Williams with a clean look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williams has got 19 points.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Spates with it, working on Fry. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Spates.
They love getting simple looks like that inside.
And here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Lets it go with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
No good from Spates.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
Now here's Crawford. He has 7. Left side, Griffin. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 9 points on the basket from Crawford.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Irving. The 3. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Rivers kicks to Felton. Dishes to Griffin. Inside and stolen by Fry. On the wing, Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here's Griffin. No good. Nice D from Williams. It's Fry atop the key. Makes it off the glass. Fry's got 6 here in this quarter.
The length and athleticism of Fry showing up inside.
Felton kicks to Griffin. Pass to Rivers. Spates sets a screen. Here's Crawford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Jamal Crawford adding another 6th Man of the Year award to his resume. He is one of those guys, when you call his number, as soon as he checks in the game, he is ready to score.
And with Crawford coming off the bench, he has the perfect mentality, Steve, to be that source of instant offense, which every team needs, especially this one. He has that short memory for missed shots and is aggressive, I think, in always creating chances.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford, the 6th Man of the Year. That should be just named the Jamal Crawford Award. He does it all the time. He's comfortable in that role. He is instant offense as soon as he checks in.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Williams in for Irving. The Clippers also changing it up. Brandon Bass is checked in for Griffin. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Now, here is Smith. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Williams with a clean look. A second chance effort. And it's Williams laying it in.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up. Just keep going hard.
Spates against Thompson. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Spates.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now here's Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Williams kicks to Smith. Count the basket. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Redick. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Smith outside. Williams, a screen on Crawford. Here's Smith. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Crawford. He's got 11. He kicks to Spates. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Williams a screen. Shumpert connects from three-point range. Shumpert's got 5 points so far.
And the team wants Shumpert to be a 3-and-D guy. Just has to be more consistent out there.
Spade sets a screen for Felton. It's Crawford on the wing. And the rejection by Smith. Shumpert dishes to Williams. There's the pick. The screen from Thompson. Here's Love. Off target. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 10. And we'll be back with you right after this. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Clippers trail by 10, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Redick and Bamute make up the perimeter. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Brandon Bass, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. Now here's Redick on target from 13 feet. Redick's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Williams with the ball. The screen from Thompson. Kicks it to Smith. Thompson, a screen on Jordan. Smith, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Back to Redick. Pass up top. Paul outside. Bass with the screen. Paul passes to Bass. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by LeBron. And here they go. And the dunk by Love.
Look at him rising above the defense. Kevin Love with the statement finish.
Outside, Redick. Bass with the screen. And it's Paul missing.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
This one for 3. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Redick for 3. Love grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 10. Now here's Williams. Love outside. LeBron James on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
Now, here's Mbamute. Back to Paul. And he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Love. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
That was a risky pass. Poor decision, really. Fortunately, they didn't lose the possession.
And Cleveland making a change here. Irving's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here, too. Griffin's checked in.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
James kicks to Love. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Crashing hard on that putback, Thompson does his best work around the rim.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Down low, here's Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And the city of Cleveland still aglow from their first major professional sporting title in over 52 years.
They waited a lifetime, Kevin. In the end, it was a native son, LeBron James, who returned to lead them to glory. You just couldn't script it any better.
That free throw good from Thompson.
One thing about Thompson, he's made improvements to his body and his game each and every year.
And so Thompson nails both of them. The Cavs, an elite offensive squad, and they've improved at the defensive end last season, moving Steve from the bottom half of the league to the top 10 as far as defensive efficiency.
You know, it starts with their rebounding. They're dominant in that area. with their size and strength, they don't allow teams a lot of second opportunities.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Love with the screen on Paul. Irving for three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
When you are dealing with DeAndre, you just have to wrap him up sometimes and hope he misses, because he is one of the most powerful players in the league.
And for DeAndre Jordan, the story with his fallout with the Mavs seemed to dominate all news around him for so long. Smitty, fortunately, the further away he gets from that debacle, more fans will let it kind of slide into history.
I love the way DeAndre benefit from just being locked in on the basketball court. Very productive this year. And you know, yes, everything that happened in the offseason, but it didn't carry on into the regular season. He had a fantastic year.
Now, here is Irving. He was all alone on that one.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
Clippers trail by 8. Paul outside. Left side, Griffin. From 13, and stolen by LeBron. And there's the feed to Love. And a wide open look for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Paul against Irving. Redick dishes to Griffin. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the rejection by Love. Griffin with the steal. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Well, the first thing comes to mind when you think about the Los Angeles Clippers is offense. But they had a very good defense. They were fantastic on that end, and it was led by DeAndre Jordan and Chris Paul.
And he's good on the second. Speaking of the Clippers, Steve, and their defensive prowess, they do protect the rim well. They block shots. DeAndre Jordan, certainly one of the best in the business there. But it goes much beyond that with their defense.
They do a great job of getting a hand in the face of shooters. Second best in the league last year for opposing teams' field goal percentages. Clippers just don't get enough credit for being a strong defensive team.
Here's Paul following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here is Mbamute. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from LeBron.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Paul passes to Griffin. From 13. The drive by Paul and stolen by Kyrie Irving. James kicks to Irving. Clock at 6. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Unloads. And that one comes up a bit short. Clippers trail by 9. To the paint. Here is Mbamute. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Some people have vision. Chris Paul has special vision on those passes.
The screen from Thompson. Griffin with the steal. To the inside. Here is Mbamute, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
It's good. 16 points for Love.
Feathery touch in the painted area serves Love very well.
Irving against Paul. And Baamute dishes to Reddick. To the left side wing. Griffin. And a miss there on the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
For three, Smith. No good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Irving against Paul. Love with the screen for Irving. It's up a three, and there's Love. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
One of the best catch and shooting big men we've ever seen, Kevin Love.
Picked by Griffin. Paul passes to Griffin. Back to Paul. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Shooting one.
He's been very decisive, very accurate shooting the basketball. Extremely productive quarter so far.
Cleveland leading by 5. Outside Irving. It's a pick by Love. James outside. Smith on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. Paul kicks to Jordan. Back to Paul. Now the pass to Griffin. Off the pick. And then Griffin with the dunk.
DeAndre knows his role. He is going to use that big body to set screens for his teammates.
Outside Irving. Feeds to James. It's a pick by Love. On its way from Irving for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Clippers trail by 6. The dish to Baamute. From 13. Offensive rebound.
See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Converting against good defense, the length and desire of Thompson making the difference.
Paul outside. Here's Griffin. And the 3 ball is good. Griffin's got 17 points here in the second half.
That's a big bucket for Blake. Teammates have to love that shot.
Love with the screen on Paul. Irving up top, defended by Paul. Lets it go from the wing. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. .156 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Griffin. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 29 in the game.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Puts up a 3. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Chris Paul. Irving passes to James. And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Thompson. James. But they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And Reddick kicks to Jordan. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Top-notch play from Griffin. That was a bucket they needed.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Jordan. Paul outside. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
As clutch a shot as best I have ever seen.
The difference is he wanted it. There was no way he was letting anybody else take that shot.
He feeds it to Griffin. Shoots the three. Paul can't get that one to fall. And they go to the intentional foul. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, Kyrie is a star in this league, but he has a chance to be a superstar.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Here's Griffin, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And that's an intentional foul.
Shooting for Cleveland, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Having won the most MVPs of any active player, LeBron still going strong.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
On all these possessions, they have to score quickly.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know how accurate JR is from 3. That's how relatively inaccurate he can be from the line sometimes.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The 5th pick in the 2008 draft, Kevin Love entered the league with a maturity well beyond his years.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Here's Rivers. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what did you pick up defensively that allowed you to win this game?
I mean, well, they broke us down still off the bounce. We want to do a better job of trying to keep our chest in front of them, but we did a really good job of contesting their shots, and it allowed us to get on the boards and get rebounds.
No rebounds, no rings. Congrats, LeBron. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tristan Thompson. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
He was outrageous. He shot a red shooting percentage from the field, hitting from everywhere. It didn't matter where he was or who was guarding him. The defense tried to make adjustments, so what? Still knocked down shots.
Man, he took his game to another level tonight. He wasn't hanging in the background. He was their alpha dog. Arf, arf, and he got the crowd going wild.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.